It's first week of April, April 3rd today. I kind of wanted to do a quick walk around video, little updates of what I'm working on right now. No particular order. I was using the generator for a project that now I'm running off of the inverter. You can see the yellow cord. Hello and welcome to, Carlin's Worlds. Yeah, that should work. I'm a wanderer, a tinkerer, sometimes a nomad, a military veteran. I do things differently. There will be tinkering. I have a motorcycle, a truck, and a school bus. I live off-grid, so there will be some solar, batteries, inverters, and maybe even some wind. It blows. And that's all I can fit into about 30 seconds. Oh, and please, if you like any of this, it would be really awesome if you could subscribe and click that notify bell. Drop a comment if you have any questions or ideas. Share, like, comment, subscribe, notify. Oh, and Patreon if you're really an awesome kind of person. Cool. On with the show already. Harbor Freight, I bought this 100-foot 10-gauge cord for about 130 bucks. It was a lot of money. I was like, should you do it kind of thing. However, what it's letting me do is now I don't have to take the generator out on this job. Okay. So I'm running off of the solar panels because it's middle of the day, so I'm getting lots of power. Power is going into the batteries. Batteries, you can't really see in the shade. Batteries going to the inverter. Inverter going out to the cord. All right. Also, while I'm looking at it, this was kind of a cute little hack I came up with. Piece of a cargo strap, tied a loop around the frame of the generator. Now I can pick this up and walk it around with my hand cart. It's a lot easier that way. So I'm just going to leave it like that for now. It worked out pretty easy. I didn't even do anything fancy. I just tied a knot. It works good enough. Okay, something to think about. If you got, you can get the hand cart, I think, cheaper than you can get the wheel kit. Plus, then you got a hand cart for something else. Otherwise, you couldn't pick it up that way. Since it's springtime, I put the panels in the up position. The sun is pretty high overhead now, so that's close enough. I think this year I'm just going to do summer and winter position. I'm not going to do the intermediate. It's just easier. Doesn't make a huge difference, I guess. It's only 300 watts no matter how you look at it. So yeah, yonder cord. I thought I needed 200 feet, but I couldn't justify buying 200 feet of this cord, because that's a lot of money. So I just got 100 foot of this, and then I've got some smaller, shorter ones. And it worked out that I've got a couple feet left over to get out to here. So that was a happy surprise. So, again, no particular order. There is a video about this, I'm going to call it a jackhammer, but it's actually labeled as a demolition hammer. There's a whole video on that, so we'll come back to that later. I'm using a masonry bit, which is not the perfect bit for this job, but it's working well enough. And that was what was in stock. The jackhammer and the bit was about $350. Actually, at the moment in April, it's on sale if you got the club card over at Harbor Freight. So, and that is working just fine off of a 1500 watt inverter. No problems at all on the end of a 100-foot cord. It's working just as good as it did on the generator. So how about that? Now I don't need to run the generator. This hole is my plan is to make a concrete tank. As it is now, it'll be about 3,000 gallons. So I don't know anything about making concrete tanks, so I'm going to come back to this later. I just wanted to finish digging it. I'm going to build a couple smaller tanks, test the process. If it works, I'll come back here. If I can't make it work, I'm going to look into plastic liners or something, and then just use this for storing water. But a 3,000 gallon hole. If I get any rainwater, it's free water. Cool, right? So that's that. It's about 30 inches deep, approximately. And it's hard enough digging that I bought this for $350 because I can't break it up unless I use the 16-pound breaker bar over there and the 5-pound pick. So it's hard work. And these piles are the dirt from this hole. It's a lot of hole. This is what they look like when they go to bloom. That's a pretty small bloom. It must have rained a lot when I was away because everything is greening up already. It's pretty nice. That's about a foot across and about 2 feet high. It's huge. blooms are opening up. It's beautiful. I think this is the one I got a while ago. It's over a foot wide now. It's bloom on top of bloom on top of bloom, like these ones are just starting to open. It's growing than it was the last time I looked at it. It's bigger. And then that one's a really big one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, you know. But if you kind of figure out the color, look for kind of a white spot all over the horizon, all the way as far as you can see. These are just everywhere. It's pretty cool. I don't remember it being this way last year. So that's making me wonder, is this something that happens every year? Did I just forget about it? Or what's going on, right? Over here by the water tank, I haven't hauled water lately, so it's not because I'm spilling. This was one I noticed last year. That's the sound of plastic in the background. Check these out. Every one of these is possibly a blossom. They're just starting to bud now, but they're everywhere. So we'll keep an eye out for that. This one's doing the same thing. These little yellow guys are popping everywhere. If you look around, you can see them. They're pretty small, so you kind of miss them. But looking closer, there's little blades of grass trying to grow in the sand out here. Which, to me, is just amazing that anything grows. Little tiny blossoms in the middle of that. This might be a water leak here. These are cool. I've seen these a few spots too. Little tiny purple. So you get the purple ones and the white ones and the yellow ones. Wait, purple and yellow. There is white ones. I haven't seen any of those lately though. But you just gotta look around. Everything is coming to life out here. I talked about this before a few times. The plastic has not broken yet. It's amazing. It's stretched and it flaps like crazy. I'm going to do something about it. Probably pull it down, and I left it open because I wanted light to get in there. Not so much for growing anything, I just didn't want to have a dark hole to grow into. But the plastic is pretty annoying, so I'm going to probably close up the holes. I may put a door on this side, I might just close it off. I haven't quite decided yet. But that's been reasonably good for storing things that don't matter if they get a little dirty, which is good because everything in there is really dirty because some of the gaps that I left, the sand is just blowing in there. So it's just, you know, it's pretty dirty, but it's never gotten wet that I can see. That's kind of it for April so far. Oh, there's one more thing. Yesterday I went into town and spent about $160, I think. I've got 300 feet of this 1-inch black, I can't remember, it's not ABS, it might be polyethylene or something like that. I'm going to use this for the next version of the solar water heater experiment. So I got 300 feet of that and a bunch of fittings. This was relatively cheap, it's always the fittings that kill you. And I got some gas for the generator, but I don't use the generator very much. One of the things lately that I use the generator for is running my electric water heater. So I'm hoping this puts me in a place where I don't need to run the generator for water heating anymore. When it gets hot in the summer, I don't need hot water for a shower. It's nice to take a cool shower, and the water is about 100 degrees anyway. But if I can kick the water up to 110 with
with something like this for 4 months of the year, that'll be, 4 months I don't need the generator. And I have to run the generator half an hour to make enough hot water to take a shower. So it's not a huge burden. I mean, the amount of gas I burn is maybe, a couple dollars for a shower. It's not a big deal. So, in that respect, it's going to take a long time to balance out the cost of what I've put into this solar water heater. But eventually free is free, and it's a lot quieter. So that's about it for that. Feels quieter on this side, right? Alright, we're on the other side of the windbreak. Hopefully this makes a difference. I'll focus first. I'm not currently working, so that means I don't have to shave. I will eventually shave. I don't really like growing a beard. I always say I'm not shaving, I'm not growing a beard. So, but that's, 4 weeks worth now, I guess. I didn't shave the whole time I was out on the truck, and I've been back for over a week now, so that's that. Anyway, this is kind of a weekly update. I'm going to post this. I had a few videos that I've already got ready to upload, and I forgot to load them on the computer I took into town yesterday, so they might be out of order or something like that, so you'll probably get a bunch of videos all at once. If you like the video, click like. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. That helps me out a lot. I've noticed a lot of new people have subscribed in the last couple weeks, so hey, welcome to all the new subscribers. Thanks a lot. That is helping me out. When I hit the magic 1,000 subscribers, that means I get my first nickel from YouTube, so I'm really excited about that. Anyway, like and share and subscribe and notify. Thanks again. Bye for now.
Well, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, that should work. Cool. I do things differently. Oh, and please, if you like any of this, it would be really awesome if you could subscribe and click that notify bell. Drop a comment if you have any questions or ideas. Share, like, comment, subscribe, notify. Oh, and Patreon if you're really an awesome kind of person. Thank you so much for watching.